Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm not familiar with Kanye West. I heard about him, and I saw him a few times on, some videos when he went to the White House and how he was attacked for that because he has a different political view than he's expected. That's the key word, expected to have. And that shows a lot of racism from some people, the defenders, the tolerant ones, expecting that a person of a certain race should have only one view. All of them should have one view for an obvious ideology, which is the ideology which is the postmodernistic ideology, which is a neo-Marxist ideology, where you have here the oppressor and the oppressed, and in this case they try to lump a certain kind of group on the oppressed side and another group in the oppressor side group, and there's no in between, and you have in between supposedly other groups that are playing around. Sometimes you have the so-called allies who will be killed last. Like always, they think that they will be spared. They will not be spared, because when usually the traitors are killed last from the group that they are committing treason against. Look at the history. So let's say I'm a traitor, and I'm on this side, and I commit treason against the whatever group I was. This group, if they win, after they massacre that group, they will take care of me after they take care of that, because in the end they will identify me as them as well, not as them. So I have a lot of people saying about being an ally. Well, it's okay. You're gonna be killed last. It seems like that's what history tells us. It's not just me. All right, this article comes from Business Insider from October 8, 2022. Remember, Kanye West was invited by Tucker Carlson in his show. Actually, they had an interview, I can't remember where, they had in California or New York, doesn't matter, not in the studio. And Kanye West makes a lot of statements that are very, very interesting. They're not surprising. The statements are not surprising, are just the fact that he says them out loud. That's the only thing. I mean, these things, and also the details, because you can say, well, that's a swamp, but he identifies names and circumstances and connections, and you say, oh, okay, I wasn't sure if that guy really. So he just gives examples. In this case, after he gave an example of Jared Kushner, that guy, that weasel, now we have another one. We have former President Obama. So in the interview, he says, Mr. West says that my connection with Obama, quote unquote, faded after, and I'm quoting Mr. West, I wasn't saying the things I was supposed to say as a rapper. All right. So, yeah, because he goes now by the name of not Kanye West, said his bond with Obama faded after he veered from what he was, quote unquote, supposed to say as a rapper. And I'm quoting again, I was Obama's favorite artist, end quote. Ye told Tucker Carlson in an interview that aired on Friday. Ye spoke of how he met Obama in 2008 when the then U.S. Senator was running for president. The rapper, during an interview that aired on Friday, said his connection with former President Barack Obama, faded after he veered from what he was supposed to say as a rapper. During the talk with Fox News anchor Tucker Carlson, formerly known as Kanye West, details his long history with Obama, who served as a United States Senator representing Illinois before his election as president in 2008. And I'm quoting, I was Obama's favorite artist, the rapper said. And again, Obama met with me and my mama to say that he was running for office back in 2008 and he wanted the support, end quote. He continued, and I'm quoting, and everybody was so in to the idea of a black president, sorry, biracial, 50-50, so you can call him black as you can call him white in the same way. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not acceptable, but that's fact. And he said, we were always cool. It's always like, how many of us are there? Obama level, Yale level, Virgil Abloh level, just black, so brilliant that we cut through all the lines of racism, end quote. He has said that as a black man who were known around the globe and at the top of the political world and music world respectively, they were at a preeminent level. And he said, in some place we'd have to be friends and get along, because it's like you're at that level, he said. You're like a Formula One Lewis Hamilton race car driver. We are still driving a white car, but we were the best race car drivers that ever existed, end quote. And then I'm quoting again. That was me and Obama's connection, but as soon as I wasn't saying what I was supposed to say as a rapper, our connection faded, end quote, he added. Ye remarked that he hasn't spoken to Obama recently, but didn't hesitate to say that he'd do if the man interacted in the future. And I'm quoting, I'll talk to him if I see him, end quote. He said of the former two-time president, but I guarantee you he see me. I don't understand that, but I guarantee you he see me. All right, the rapper on Saturday tore into Facebook former founder Mark Zuckerberg, alleging that his Instagram account was disabled and was criticized by several Jewish groups over comments he made about former White House senior advisor Jared Kushner that were perceived by some as being quote-unquote anti-Jewish. Well, the thing is this, the eternal victims, if you say something factual, negative about someone who did something bad, and they want to defend that guy because there are certain ones that they just let them to the wolves to be destroyed, then they immediately use the shaming tactic, and unfortunately it works. It works, and because you have allies, and not only, but when you got a lot of money and you own a lot of things, you have no chance. So yes, this is what happens with Kanye West. If you say certain things that you're not supposed to, you're deemed crazy. Because these guys now, who always say, oh, it's very cute what he does with Kardashian, with Kim, and oh, it's so cute. Even he was, doing some naughty stuff and so on. It was cute. Now, when he says certain things that they don't like, he's called crazy legally, documented, how do you call it, clinically crazy. And the same thing is in the movies. In the movies, sometimes you have a scriptwriter who tries to send a message, I would say important message, not weasel woke message, and they cannot send that message. They don't try it in some subliminal way. Just, they make a character, and that character is crazy like crazy. And then, is it legal to say crazy, or I should have struggles with mental health issues? Which one should I take? Should I be professional or should I be human being? So crazy. So when they say crazy, and then that guy comes with some ideas which are real, but politically incorrect, or like, you say, oh, only a crazy person would say such a thing. Oh, forget about him. But that was purposely. Look at people who might tell the truth. Look at, for instance, that, and I mentioned this many times in the movie Batman with the Joker. I can't remember the name of the guy who played the Joker. It's fantastic actor in that movie. It's fantastic lines, that guy. But he's the villain in the movie. But he says certain things. The guy who committed suicide right after it was released or something, or before it was released. I think he was said 27 or something. So the character, the Joker, says certain things about the society overall, but because he's crazy, we have to look at it, oh, he's just crazy, but they're so, if a good person would say that, then the movie would be like barred or something, like, oh my God, what is that? You got to change that line over there. Remember when it was Mel Gibson with his Passion of the Christ? It was the same groups mentioned here who wanted to ban that movie, and they want Mel Gibson, the director, to change one line in the whole movie, and that one line was, I might screw the syntax or whatever, is his blood be unto us forever, or something like that. You know, when Pilate said, Pilate said, you know, I wash my hands, if you guys want to take care of it, and they say, yeah, crucify, his blood shall be, or be on us, or something like that. No, they wanted, that group that I just mentioned in this article at the end of it, that group said, no, who, I know, likes Hollywood. They said, no, you got to change that. Without that line, your movie. And Mel Gibson said, okay, I'm going to leave it, and my movie is going to go to other. And anyway, he made tons of money. So anyway, this is with, he must be crazy to say certain things. So don't listen to him. Well, that's how the world works. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.